you know, making our home comfortable to live in, but there's something that every home needs, and most homes have them, but not to the extent and the ease of use of what I'm gonna share with you. First Alert, which is the #1 name when it comes to smoke detectors and alarm products in our home, has brought to us a 3-pack with a 10-year warranty of the smoke alarms and carbon monoxide alarms, but they're not two separate alarms. This is it. I'll show it to you right here. It's a smoke and carbon monoxide alarm. I am so impressed with the fact that they've done it all in one unit, because it used to be that we would have our smoke alarms separately, and then maybe we would know we needed a carbon monoxide alarm, but we wouldn't have one, or we would only have one in the basement or what have you. This is all in one unit, and you're getting 3 of them. They have 10-year warranties, and that's the life of the unit. So you don't have to worry about changing a battery. You don't have to worry about that chirp, chirp, chirp sound, because that's not what's gonna happen with these. They're easy to install, they're easy to use, and I even wanna share this with you. I'm gonna show it to you from the side. It's a nice slim design. It's not like this big and bulky, you know, some of the older units have been bulkier. That's not what this is. It's easy to use, easy to install. We'll give you all of the details of how they work. And Lori Leland is joining us for the rest of this hour. Lori, like I say, these are something that every home needs.
Yeah, they're an absolute must-have. This isn't a want, it's a gotta have,
Yes.
right? Because it could absolutely save your life, the lives of your pets. It could save your home. You probably didn't think this afternoon, oh my gosh, I've got to replace my smoke detectors, right? But we hope that we are giving you some information and awareness that you check the smoke detectors that you do have, because Americans are severely underprotected in our homes. We don't have nearly enough. They're too old. They're not working properly. If your smoke detectors are yellowing with age, it might be time to replace them or add to them. So here's how sleek and slim this all-in-one unit is, Tamara. And this actually does replace that carbon monoxide and regular traditional smoke detector all in one. So you don't need these two anymore. Coming to us from First Alert, as you mentioned, #1 most recognized, most sought after brand to get home, because they do protect us. They invented the battery operated smoke detector in the first place. And you said it, you know, a lot of us, we gave up, right? We heard the chirping when the batteries were dying at 3 o'clock in the morning, and we just wanted to make it stop.
Right.
So we just hit it with a broom handle or got up on a ladder and pulled the batteries out so we could get back to sleep. Now, this is that 10-year battery, so you never have to think about this again for another decade. I would say maybe test it once a year, but here's the thing. These sensors and smoke detectors, any of them, they start to wear out and lose efficacy after 10 years anyway. So it might be time to get brand new ones. As a matter of fact, the National Fire Protection Association says that 3 in 5 home fire deaths, Tamara, happen in homes that don't have working smoke detectors.
Wow.
And you're half as likely to die in a home fire if your smoke detectors work. So what I love about this 3-pack is this could be a whole home solution for you. Keep in mind, this is the 2-in-1. I found these at retail for about $60 a piece. So our offer here is amazing. And like you said, you never have to deal with the chirp at 3 in the morning, because this one has a 10-year battery. They all 3 have a 10-year battery. So think about not just being awakened in the middle of the night with chirping, but also the amount of money we spend every single year to replace the batteries in our battery operated smoke detectors. And it's always that specialty battery too, right?
Right.
So if you are hearing the chirping and you do open the thing up and then you look at it and you're like, oh my gosh, I don't have that battery. How long does it take for you to get that battery so that your family is then protected again? So this is something, it's easy, it's economical. You can break up this set. So one can go to your mom and dad, one can go to your grandparents, and one can stay at your home. For most people, the 3-pack will be a whole home solution, because you really need one in the sleeping areas, the hallways leading up to those bedrooms, and if possible, outside, just outside of the kitchen, not right into the kitchen. I always put one near my laundry room too, because I'm always afraid the lint in my dryer might spark.
Yes.
So this is amazing. And with that carbon monoxide as well, it's going to let you know about the silent killer. Over 40,000 people every year are hospitalized with carbon monoxide poisoning. It doesn't have an odor or a flavor, so you don't even realize it's happening. You just kind of start feeling flu-ish, kind of flu-like symptoms start to arise in your body, because your body's being deprived of oxygen. So this really and truly does it all from First Alert. And I would say your family is worth it. You deserve to be protected. If you have been taking your smoke detectors for granted in your home, why not get some new ones? Why not sleep better at night and have that great peace of mind?
That's right, because you know what, to be honest, the only time that most of us think about our smoke detectors are A, when they're chirping and we look at them as an annoyance, or B, when there is a disaster in the neighborhood. Maybe a neighbor had a fire and then we start to think, oh gosh, that could have been us. Maybe I need to check my smoke detectors to make sure they work. The fact that they have about a 10-year lifespan, and if you haven't even thought about yours, maybe you put a battery in, or you checked them when you first moved into the house, but that was years ago. That was a dozen or more years ago. And you're saying, I really do need to kind of take this step to make sure that this is something that's taken care of in my home, and I don't have to think about it again for the next 10 years. It makes sense. The fact that it's a smoke detector and a carbon monoxide alarm also makes sense. So now I don't have to have two different units and figure out, well, which one is older, which one did I change? It's all in one, and First Alert made it as simple as possible. We'll talk about how to install, but this is your time. And to Lori's point, you did not tune in to HSN and say, you know what I need? I wonder if they're gonna have smoke detectors today. But now that you see it, and we're doing our, getting organized for the new year, maybe editing out some closets, cleaning up some areas of our home that we don't normally do, maybe you do it once a year, this is also a time to really address those smoke alarms and smoke detectors. Lori, what about those homes that have really high ceilings and the smoke detector is 14 feet up and you can't get up there, right?
Yeah, these are great because you can put these high on a wall if you can't reach the ceiling, or you can do them on the ceiling, whatever works best for you in your particular home. These are super loud, so 85 decibels. I'll set it off for you in a second. I'll warn you, Tamara, I'm a friend. It's loud. But it also speaks to you. So it's going to let you know what the problem is, whether it's smoke or carbon monoxide, and where it is in your home. So when you first put these up, you set it from over 12 different locations. So if it's the child's bedroom, if it's the kitchen, you can set those locations. So I'll go ahead and set it off. There's just a test button right on the top. It is loud. So I warn you, it is going to make a lot of noise here for the next minute. Yep, loud.
Oh my goodness.
Evacuate. Child's bedroom. Evacuate. Smoke, child's bedroom. So it's giving you information that you need in that moment.
Right.
Here it goes. It keeps going. Sorry, we're going to do carbon monoxide now.
Evacuate. Carbon monoxide in child's bedroom. Evacuate. Highest carbon monoxide level was 0 ppm.
Okay, so I hope you guys heard that. I'm trying to get my headphones real close for you. 0 parts per million, 0 ppm of carbon monoxide in my home. Yes. So that's a really good sign. But I love that it speaks to you. I love that it's loud enough, because this is First Alert. They did their research. They did their due diligence. They found that sleeping children, Tamara, wake up more frequently when they hear a spoken voice instead of just a loud, screechy alarm. So this is meant for the safety of the entire family. And what I love about that too, telling you the location, it means you can get around the problem if your house is truly on fire. Now here's how you mount it. Really easy mounting plate right here. You mount that with the 2 screws. We include everything in the package for you. And then you simply twist this right onto place. And like you said, could be up on a wall or on the ceiling, totally up to you. But this is both carbon monoxide and smoke detector. So it's replacing all of these in this one sleek, slim little unit. A lot of homes don't even have the carbon monoxide alarms. I didn't have one. And we have gas furnaces, gas appliances. There are a lot of risks, especially around the colder weather. So this is a great idea. And you know what? A lot of us have been touched, at least in some way, by a home fire. You and I both know Adam and Chelsea Freeman had a home fire. I'll never forget that. They were very, very lucky to have gotten out with their lives. Suzanne Runyon lost 2 family members in home fires. So this is an amazing way for you to protect your family. And with that 3-pack, added incredible value that does both smoke and carbon monoxide. I can't recommend it enough. And one more thing, I know we're almost out of time. This has really cool technology. It has